That's my new hit song. That's crazy. I really like that one. Oh, Helen, I did. It's got such a fun groove to it. I would like to do a song that a really cool gentleman requested on my break. He said he wanted to hear a song called Sewing Machine. And I said, all right, I'll do that, because he saw it online. And the story behind the song is this. I have a friend in Austin, Texas named Bob Schneider who said, Steve, write a song called Sewing Machine, because 8 other people are writing a song called Sewing Machine. But we only have 24 hours to write it, and everybody's going to write it, and you have to say Sewing Machine, and within 24 hours we'll email them to each other. So I said, okay, I can do that. And so the only rule was just say Sewing Machine as a little experiment. And here's what I came up with. And I went over to my friend A.J. Croce's house, and he's Jim Croce's son, and he was about 3 years old when his dad's plane crashed. And A.J. plays piano on this, that's who you hear, and he got his wife, Marlo, to bring out an actual sewing machine. So we would have the sound of a sewing machine in the song. And so it was a really neat experiment to see all the different sewing machines and what they sounded like. And so here's mine. And the piano, like I said, that you're going to hear is A.J. Croce. And I'm going to sing this song, Sewing Machine. All right, let's hope this works. While he lives in a hole in a tree, he's much, much smaller than me. He lures the children up for spider tea. He's busty as a bumblebee. Well, his fingernails have all turned black. His nose is like an old smokestack. Steam leaves his ears, and when the smoke clears, you'll see that you can't go back. Well, he says his name is Jack Evil. His voice is as screechy as a weasel. He'll sew you up to the walls in a long dark hall. He's got a bunch of kids sewn to an easel. At least 100 kids sewn to an easel. Sewing machine. He sews the kids together, and his teeth are green. You can't scratch an inch. Your eye can barely twitch. He's a mean old man with a sewing machine. Well, the parents tell the kids, don't go in the woods. That's a scary, scary man who isn't good. Little Mary didn't listen as hard as she could. Now she's sewn to the wall in a hood. She's got a brother with a hook for an arm from an accident that happened on the farm. His name is Ben. He doesn't have any friends. All the children make fun of his arm. Little Ben scratched his itch with his hook. But he got an idea while reading a book. He welded scissors to his hook where his hand used to be, and said, I'll search for my sister down by the brook. Ben climbed deep into the forest. All the owls started singing in a chorus. Be careful, little boy, when you go down the pass. There's a gargoyle in a wood named Boris. Ooh. Sewing machine. He sews the kids together, and his teeth are green. You can't scratch an inch. Your eye can barely twitch. He's a mean old man with a sewing machine. Climbed into a hole in the ground. It was cold and so far down, down, down. It was dark and hard to see, but he screamed for Mary and kept going down, down, down. end of his hook. As the kids broke free, they were screaming with glee, saying, Ben, you are the man. Jack Beagle was as angry as a snake, and he jumped out of a big black cake. He grabbed Ben by his coat, with his hands around his throat. His evil body started to shake. Jack Beagle fell to the ground, and his tears fell all around. He said, I'm sorry I kept you here. I was lonely and without cheer, and no one talks to me in this town. Jack Beagle sits alone in his cell, but when they ring the jailhouse bell, little Ben will come to see him, even though they'll never free him. He's making friends, mending clothes from his cell. He makes amends, mending clothes from his cell. Everybody! Sewing machine. He sews clothes for the kids, and his teeth are green. You can't scratch an itch, your eye can barely twitch. He's a lonely old man with his sewing machine. He's making new friends with his sewing machine. He's making new friends with his sewing machine.